If you could only choose one between Jalen Ramsey and Bobby Wagner, because I think it's a bit of a pipe dream to think that you're going to get both. But I think it's more realistic we get one. If you had to pick one, who is it and why?
Man, that's tough. That's tough. Obviously, Bobby Wagner's coming off of a fantastic season. Like I said, he's been an All-Pro since 2014 every year. So his production really hasn't declined at all, but he is closing in on geriatric level. Like, he is closing in on 34. He's going to be 33 at the start of the season. I'm going to go with Jalen Ramsey. I think Jalen Ramsey still has prime years left, even though Bobby Wagner is definitely going to, cost you a lot less of a price tag. I think Jalen Ramsey could just be such an impactful player. Obviously, still, we saw what he did in that last game against Seattle, where he's trying to will the Lions into the playoffs himself. He could do so much, especially if we want them to draft a cornerback this year early. He could do so much to help the young cornerbacks on this team, including whoever they draft, Jeff Okudah, Jerry Jacobs. These guys can learn under a Jalen Ramsey. It could really help their careers going forward. We talked about the Rasheem Mathis and Darius Slay relationship and how much that helped Slay get better as a player. And I just think Ramsey is still that dude. Ramsey is still a dog. He's still a top 5 cornerback in the NFL, and you have an opportunity to get a guy like that, you go out there and do it because of how pass-heavy the league is. We've talked about the offenses in this division. If Aaron Rodgers stays here in Green Bay, you have Rodgers with Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs who look like they're going to be good for a while as receivers, at least. Aaron Rodgers is washed. You have Minnesota with Justin Jefferson, obviously, and the Bears are going to get somebody. You got to think the Bears are going to get somebody. So I think having Jalen Ramsey on the back end of that defense will be so important to not only the young cornerbacks to help learn under him, but the right now, to obviously affecting winning right now, because he still is a top 5 cornerback in this league. He still is that dude out there that can make plays. He's a big guy, helps out in the run game, helps out tackling a lot. So I'm going to have to go Jalen Ramsey on that one.
Yeah, I guess if I were making an argument for Bobby Wagner, the piece would be is that he's a free agent, and you're just picking up straight with like whatever types of money you could backload that contract, versus Jalen Ramsey, you're giving up assets to acquire him on top of having to pay that $20+ million the following year. But I mean, as players, pound for pound, I definitely think it's Jalen Ramsey. I mean, he's what, 28, going on 29.
Yep. So
he's younger. He might have had the best season of his career individually in terms of like interceptions, pass deflections, and tackles. He's one of the most assured tackling corners in the league. You saw him accidentally knock the shit out of freaking my man in Seattle. What the hell's his name? Geno Smith.
Yeah.
It seemingly looked like an accident. And I was just thinking about that today too, like the surefire like tackling that would be going on in that backfield. Because even though he used to play receiver, I think Kirby's a sure tackler.
Oh yeah.
I've seen him lately. He literally put my man on a helicopter highlight reel against Dallas in his rookie season. But I think you saw that out of him. Obviously, they bring back Deshaun Elliott. Deshaun Elliott could knock the shit out of people. Tracy Walker can knock the shit out of people. Jeff Okudah, one of the better attacking cornerbacks. And he had Jalen to that too. Like, I think that dramatically increases your run defense at that point, and thinking about it that way. But then again, you got to look at the fact that you're giving up assets to acquire him. I don't mind it though.